everyone. Today I'll be covering the slides for Paper Bridge. This slide introduces that the core subject for Paper Bridge is physics and covers the concepts that are for a 4th to 5th grade level. Even though I am covering a slideshow that is meant for 4th to 5th graders, there are other slides for 2 to 3 and K to 1. The slide covers the materials list for the Paper Bridge activity. These materials may vary as we may use beans, crayons, pasta, or anything heavier for the students to use. So for the first slide, the volunteering lead will have a class discussion with the students and will be asking questions such as, what is a bridge? Have you seen a bridge? What are bridges like? And what do you think bridges do? These are some basic questions that are meant to give students a good understanding on what bridges are before they start their activity. Some students might provide examples as their answers, such as the Golden Gate Bridge. Some might say that bridges are what people use to cross to the other side where water or a big street is in the middle of. To start the physical activity, there will be 2 books placed next to each other with a gap in the middle. When the students place a sheet of paper on top, there should be nothing under the middle of the paper. Make sure the students do not modify the paper because they should see how strong the paper is and if they should transform it for future steps. After this step has been completed, students will start placing pennies or any other objects on top to see how sturdy their paper bridge is. Make sure the students are counting how many objects are being placed on top. These are some discussion questions you can ask the students during the procedure to influence them to look back at their observations and critically think. You can think of some other questions too. After they have built their bridge out of the sheet of paper, they will now fold it vertically hot dog style to see if it creates a sturdier bridge. They will then repeat the same process as the previous step with the same materials. After the counting trial was completed, they can now replicate the same exact steps with cardstock paper or construction paper. Now, the entire class will have a challenge to see which group can build the sturdiest bridge and can hold the most pennies or other objects. When you interact with the students during the step, communicate with them and ask them questions. As volunteers, make sure to emphasize the rules of teamwork, such as communicating and listening to each other's ideas, because some students may work alone and not communicate with their group. Also, make sure that they are using one piece of paper for their final bridge and are using different methods, such as different folding styles. These are the next generation science standards that the paper bridge activity covers. The main focus of this activity is for them to make observations and gather information on how to solve a problem such as a weak bridge that does not hold a lot of pennies. These students should be making observations, communicating with each other, and testing out different techniques to build a sturdy bridge. If you would like to learn more about this activity, you can click on this link. Thank you and have fun.